Good morning, early risers. I'm Jennifer Mullen, and this is your CBS6Albany.com morning update. New this morning, 4 U.S. citizens were wounded in the deadly shopping mall attack in Kenya. Gunfire continues to erupt this morning. Kenyan authorities say Islamic extremist attackers are holding an unknown number of hostages in the Nairobi shopping center after killing at least 29 and injuring 150. Secretary of State John Kerry is calling this attack a heartbreaking reminder that there exists unspeakable evil in our world which can destroy life in a senseless instant. President Obama will remember the victims of the Washington Navy Yard shooting during a memorial service in their honor today. He will also be spending time with the victims' families. The service will be held later this afternoon at the Marine Barracks in Washington near the Navy facility, where officials say 34-year-old Aaron Alexis fatally shot a dozen people last Monday. Hong Kong is bracing for the arrival of a powerful typhoon. It's the most powerful storm yet this year, and it's already swept past the Philippines and Taiwan. Forecasters warn the storm poses a severe threat to the southern Chinese city. Mexico has also seen its share of tropical weather. Take a look at this. A landslide partially engulfed the village of La Pintada. At least 15 bodies have been recovered, almost 70 others still missing. This morning, officials found a missing federal police helicopter that crashed while aiding in storm rescue efforts. The overall death toll from the storms over the past week rose to over 100, not counting the helicopter casualties. In Washington, because the Senate is expected to reject a spending proposal that defunds Obamacare, a government shutdown is looming. The deadline is the 13th. One possible effect would be a delay in delivery of Social Security payments, but new claims might not get processed during the shutdown. New Medicare and Veterans benefits filings might go to the understaffed agencies. New housing and student loan applications might not be processed. And national parks, museums, and zoos are likely to close. Congressman Peter King says the Senate should compromise.
The Senate will be responsible, that they will send us a bill which does keep the government open through December 15th, but also has some reasonable cuts in it, ones that we can both agree on.
The Senate will take up the House's budget plan and make its own version this week. There will be some road closures and parking restrictions this morning in Albany because of the Duncan Run. Parts of Whitehall Road, Westford Street, Hackett Boulevard, and Pickett Drive will be closed. And parking is going to be restricted on parts of Madison Ave and on both sides of the street between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. So make sure you plan accordingly if you're going to be traveling through Albany today. Schenectady County's preliminary fiscal year budget proposal will be presented to legislators tomorrow. The budget proposal could reflect the county's improving fiscal climate, and it could also call for some job reductions. Once the budget proposal is unveiled, lawmakers will hold the first of 5 review sessions. Last year, the legislature adopted a $295 million spending plan, the amount raised by taxes close to $70 million. Staying in Schenectady, check out the county's version of the Ironman competition. This was yesterday, and it marked the 3rd year for the Schenectady County Pedal Paddle Run Triathlon. We're talking running, biking, kayaking, and even canoeing. And it starts and ends at Collins Park in Scotia. The youngest competitors are 12 years old. And what a feat to accomplish. 7 miles on a bike, 5 kilometers on foot, and 1.5 miles total on the water. The money raised goes to help prevent childhood obesity. Sunday Fun Day football. It's here. What you can catch right here on CBS 6 starting at 1. Houston will play Baltimore in Ravens territory. And at 4:25, you can catch Buffalo and the Jets. Some other football action for you starting at 1. Giants and Panthers, Rams versus my Cowboys, and Packers and Bengals. The Buccaneers will also face the New England Patriots. And also at 1, the Lions versus the Washington game. And some of the later games include Falcons and Dolphins, Colts and 49ers, Bears and Steelers. And of course, if you didn't see or hear your team's name, we'll post the full NFL schedule. It's going to be on our Facebook page. You can head there to find out when your team plays next. That's your CBS6Albany.com morning update. Check back throughout the morning for updates and breaking news. And Eric, he's going to have your latest forecast right here on the homepage. I'm Jennifer Mullen. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy fall, and I'll see you next week.